No, wait. I need to wrap myself properly. Please. Okay, so what's with people asking us, how's married life going?
How's married life going, you guys?
I feel like when they ask it, in their eyes, I can see this, like, curiosity, wondering if something is going bad. Like, I see it in their eyes. I feel it in their soul. They're asking, like, is it going bad? Is it going down the toilet? Are you guys ready to divorce? I hear all of these questions in the background when they ask me, how's married life going?
Same here. Then they've been asking this for many years too, you know? We've been married for many years. You guys obviously that we are doing fine. Maybe is it because just because we don't have a kid, it means our marriage can fall apart easily or whatever? Are we still too young? Are we still kids? We can't do it for real?
Like, they're not sure
What
we're
are we
not old
missing?
enough for real marriage.
But are you guys sure you want to get married? Because think about it. Is it something like that?
On our wedding night, my uncle, before we went to the whole wedding itself, he was like, listen, up until the last minute, if you want to change your mind, you can. Just let me know and I'll handle it. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
you know,
why
what?
so difficult?
Why would I change my mind? I don't know, like, have people had, like, such bad marriages
Are you guys miserable? Like,
throughout history? Like, maybe our parents and their parents, there's just been so much bad marriages and married lives going around that they can't comprehend how us millennials are doing such a good job with it.
yeah, so, I mean...
Because there was just a statistics on, I don't know if it was on YouTube or whatever.
We divorce less?
It said how millennials are changing the divorce rate. And
dropping.
obviously it's dropping because we're getting married less.
Yes.
Or we actually love and agree with the person that we married, so we're not getting divorced, because, like, divorce doesn't make sense, you know?
We find friends, then we get married.
Yes, we find our best friend for life.
You boomers didn't mostly do that.
I think, you know what ruined it? Like, arranged marriages back in the day.
Yes, miserable
And
marriages.
it wasn't just with, like, Muslim people or, like, Hindu people in India, which it's still going on, but, like, here even
Italians and all those, yeah.
Parents were like, oh, so-and-so's son, so-and-so's daughter is, like, a perfect match for you. I think you guys would be great. And there was this, like, pressure on the kids to get married to those people, so they did, and then, like, 10 years later, they're miserable, hate each other, and decide to divorce.
Yes, and they project the same kind of stuff onto us, and that's totally different. Today we have Facebook. I know what she likes, what she loves, and all that, and we speak, we talk about things, we have many friends, we have options.
My aunt didn't believe that we talk like this every night the other day. Remember your birthday party? You were like, Gizem and I, like, we sit and talk for hours every night, and she was like, Gizem does that? Like, it was such a foreign concept to her that I would be this talkative. And
should we, like, answer it? How is the married life going? Whatever.
It's going really good. Like, we're so happy together.
There's so much Netflix, first of all, and we read books to each other. Almost every night we play cards in the bed, right? That's nice.
Yeah, we go places that we like together, restaurants, food, Netflix really is.
At 12 a.m., whatever, you know, we talk about pretty much everything. You know, we discuss a lot of hardcore topics. We talk about the universe, religions, spirits, and politics, whatever you might think. And, you know,
we were just talking about, like, magic, and in fact, we're actually going to do a video for that in a day or so. About what we think about magic, but let's not get into it right now because I don't want to open up a whole new conversation.
So yeah, we tell each other stories, and then, you know, we go out, eat. We have some friends that we hang out with, you know. We have a lot of family, and we go see some family like once a week, so that's how you spend time. We go friends every couple of weeks, right? Mm-hmm. So that's already there. We work on projects together, right? So we work on, like, websites, we do video editing, right? We play games if possible.
Graphic design sometimes.
Graphic design, yeah. We help each other, and then we review each other's homework and stuff. A lot. We cook together.
Like, we enjoy each other's, like, what we can do, what we can't do.
Yep.
You know, our blessings and shortcomings and positive and negatives. We kind of, like, experience all of it. I feel like the roof is going to leak. You see that?
And while we are doing all that, life throws other surprise events and things to us, and we do those too. So that's also how we spend time.
I don't know if you want to do it like a whole separate video, but I wanted to talk about kids. Because I feel like it is the main reason that people think our marriage isn't.
Do you not have kids yet?
That our marriage might be going bad. Like, I feel like that is a reason people are...
Yes.
I remember when I went to the doctor over the summer, and I told the doctor I want kids and my husband doesn't want kids right now, she's like, oh, you guys have to get on the same page about that. Like, it wasn't even that severe or serious when I told her that, because she wanted to do a pregnancy test, and I was like, yeah, go for it, because I don't know.
How old?
I would say in her 40s.
Okay, that explains. Because they had babies the same night they got married, you know?
Basically.
And they expect the same thing from us. Because having those kids, they really force you to stay together. You end up having a miserable life, but then you tell yourself that it's
because now the
awesome.
kids make you feel guilty, like we have a kid together, we shouldn't break up. So
Yep.
that resentment and miserable feeling like keeps building up over the years until you explode. Let's get something real clear here. I want kids. I love kids. I love children. He doesn't understand that, and I respect that he doesn't understand that he's not ready yet, because I wouldn't want to raise a kid with someone who's not at the same level of mindset that I am about the topic of kids. I do let him know, listen, whenever you're ready, I'm ready. We'll go for it.
And I go like, I'll give you a call or something.
But like, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be like, we don't even have kids yet. You know what? Like, I'm not.
Yes.
That's really, really rude and mean of me to do that, to put that kind of pressure on him. So I would never. But I do, like, listen, just so you know, like,
somewhere down the line we want.
I'm ready for it as soon as you are. We just watched a video recently. Adam Ruins Everything. It's one of our favorite channel things on YouTube. And Adam talks about, like, how, what was it, like 35, it doesn't end at 35 that you can have kids. You can continue to have kids after 35, well into your 40s, depending on, like, how healthy you are. So, like, if I'm in good condition and I'm healthy, I can have kids at 40. The only reason I don't want to do that is because now when they're growing up and teenagers, I'm going to be much older and be, like, too tired, and I'm not maybe going to give a shit. I don't know. So, like, I want as much of my youthful energy to be able to keep up and teach my kids as much as I can to be as great people as they can be. And that's why I'm, like, ready to have kids as soon as possible.
And since we know how hard it is right now, financially, for example, we know that our family struggled to raise us, and they kept having us for some reason. I have a brother, an older brother, and she has, like, 2 other brothers. There's no explanation for their existence, unfortunately.
Sorry, guys.
But it cost these parents a lot of money, and we see that. You know, you couldn't go to best schools because the whole money had to be divided. You couldn't get their attention because you had other brothers now and all that. So we don't want to have kids in such an environment where we cannot give them enough
of our attention.
Yeah. So since we want to provide our future kids the best we can, we are saving up some money, trying to finish our school debts and all that. And
like, we got student loans right now
yeah.
that we still need to finish paying off. It's not much, but still, we have those to pay off. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yes.
We're not even in, like, a house right
and
now.
we are in the beginning of our careers, and we want to, get somewhere before that little kid that we don't know is going to show up and mess up a lot of stuff, as far as I've heard from people. It might be fun, I don't know, but I see that a lot of boomers, men especially, they think that it's miserable. But, like, because of the wife pressure, they think it's something okay, whatever.
I remember one of my co-workers, they had one kid, and I think that was, like, he was, like, 44, 45 or something.
Late 40s.
Yeah, and then he told us that his wife was pregnant. You know, he announced the second pregnancy. And I remember there was, like, a conversation in the office about why he wanted the second one and why he did the second one. I don't know if I asked, because, like, we talk about it a lot.
Because I asked everybody, why do you have kids? Nobody I knew could come up with a good answer. They just said, because we just have them or something.
And he said, because my wife wanted one.
Yes.
And his wife told him, listen, I want another kid, and if you're not going to provide it, I'll find someone else to provide it.
So one wasn't enough, and then he's pushing that poor guy to have a second one?
Yeah.
We're not giving any names.
No,
he's just miserable. He's like, he's always bad.
I'm really sorry that we're talking about you right now. I'm not sure if you're watching.
Yeah.
But, like,
he's not.
Conversation, things happen.
So women push men into doing shit like this. You know, you gotta have kids, because we need the sex, obviously. And you gotta go to apple picking, because, again, we need the sex and all that stuff. And we have to comply with all of those. But, like, why would she threaten him with divorce if he doesn't have the second kid or something?
Not divorce. That she was gonna, like, find another guy to Maybe, I don't know, maybe she was planning to go to like a sperm bank or something. And like, that's another thing. Sperm banks, egg freezing, hormone pills, and like medicines. Like, there's all this bullshit to scare you into thinking you need to have kids right away. I'm not scared about having kids right away. I just wanted kids because I love kids so much. Not maybe like your kids,
I
but
don't.
like
They're
definitely
stupid and
my future potential children. I write little stories, and most of the time my stories revolve around orphans because I find it ridiculous that there's so many orphans in the world. Like, there's 7 billion people. You all can't like snatch one up if you're financially, stable. And I think we talked about possibly adopting in the future.
recycle kids. Don't create anymore. Like, we have 7 billion, over 7 billion people. It's gonna go well over 10 billion within next 5 years or so. Guys, we are running out of food. Don't make any more kids. We don't need them. Just recycle them.
I remember I forgot who, but like a family member I mentioned, sort of like as a joking way, because I knew that they might not understand me, that we were considering of adopting in the future, and they were like, no, you can't do that. It's not the same. You wouldn't love him the same way.
That's probably not the same. Yeah, that's true.
But to me, it is.
But you don't know. You're gonna have your own kid. You're gonna probably love him more, her more, And then if you get the second one, adopt them.
I feel like I couldn't love them different.
And I feel like I'm not gonna love any one of them because I don't know those kids yet.
I'm gonna love them both equally, passionately, intensely. He's not gonna love either one. He's gonna be like, oh God, what are these things? What are these non-functioning little monsters in my house?
Let's say our kid is some sort of retard or something.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Like, in Turkish people, we have better genes, so that's so racist,
No, I said that's not gonna happen because I want to talk about it. If I was pregnant and I found that the kid was having mentally challenged or anything of that sort, I would abort the child.
Yes, because we don't want to have the guilt and take care of it and love it, whatever. I'm gonna lie to you guys that I love my kid. Of course, he's the best thing in the whole universe, whatever. Why would you guys even say that? Why would your kid be the best thing? Don't other people have kids? What about their kids? Why yours would be... Your kid has 26 food allergies, first of all. He shouldn't be even alive by standards of 2,000 years ago, whatever. You cut these out. My English sucks.
It's fine.
Okay.
Like, in America, there's like peanut allergies. In Turkey, that doesn't exist, and I'm really curious about that because it can't just be that like in Turkey, kids play in the streets more and like get into dirty, gross stuff more, so they're exposed to more bacteria or something. Where's this peanut allergy existence coming from here in America? And like strawberries, people are allergic to strawberries.
No smoothies?
I don't understand. How are you allergic to strawberries? What in your genetic being is like reacting to that?
Who let you guys survive? Why are we taking care of you? Like, if you cannot have a smoothie or if you cannot go to Five Guys to get a decent burger.
Oh, because of the peanut oil.
Yeah, they use peanut everywhere, and that's awesome. Five Guys is natural selection, you guys. That's good commercial, right?
Anyway, we were talking about married life. I don't want to get too off topic.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut this video into like...
It's 17 minutes now, so I feel like maybe that's long enough.
So how is married life? Let's finish it up.
Hold on, my arm is hurting.
My head isn't this big. I mean, it is big, but it isn't this big. Can we talk to the camera?
Yeah.
Because it's not like, hey guys, video,
No, it's whatever.
Okay. How is married life going?
It's going amazing. Like, we're so happy.
Yeah.
We're just two best friends hanging out, basically, and I think that's what people don't understand. Like,
It's probably because we don't have kids, they think it's just gonna fall apart, and,
I agree. I really think that's, like, the biggest reason people are worried about our marriage, thinking...
Because we don't have 2 kids yet, all that.
2 kids yet, yeah.
And not even 1, 2, Like, how is it is it success to have 2 kids and buy a house and live in debt all your life? And then when you're like in your late 40s, you go like, oh, this is the best thing that has ever happened to me. Yeah, you just have to accept it and live with it, and then you tell yourself that it's the best thing because this is the only way you can cope with the bullshit you're in. You're
like
in so
you
deep
got
shit.
peer pressured into getting married.
Yes.
You got peer pressured into
Into
having a kid.
kids.
You got peer pressured into
Buying a
trying to
house.
keep your marriage together, buying a house. And then...
No, you talk about how awesome that whole thing is.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was getting to. You talk about how, like, your marriage is the best thing, you
have
love
the best kid in the
your
universe.
home that you paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for, you love your children that you have, like, 5 of or something.
That are not going to best schools because you can't afford it.
And it's because you don't want to let people know that maybe you're miserable inside.
You let them know when you go to, I want to say like martial arts courses and stuff. When you get
you're like, oh man, I got to take an hour break.
Yeah, that's sad. Like, people are sad. And people are not honest enough.
With themselves.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge issue with married life not functioning or working well, or children and that not working well. You're just not being honest with yourself that you maybe didn't want this, and somehow you were guilt tripped or
I like it. That's the word.
Convinced into going ahead with being married, buying a house, and having kids. And so you try to force that on other people to validate your decision of being guilt-tripped.
Yes, that's... By the way, do you see that light there? Like rainbow on TV?
Yeah, I do.
That's magic.
Yes, it is. Shut up. It's magic. This is not meant to be like offensive or rude to people who do have children, because I definitely want children. We definitely want a home, our own home in the future. But, like, we're not going to be peer pressured into it. We're not going to be rushed into it by anyone, friends or family. Because, listen, we're not ready for it, you know? Why am I going to buy a $500,000 house when I refuse to even buy a second car right now for my home? Like, we're just handling with the one car between the two of us.
And we're not poor. It's just we're comfortable and we don't want to rock the boat.
Yeah, like, why put myself in that financial
Plus,
unease, you know?
All those kids that we are going to have, or you guys are going to have, they don't exist yet. So that means you come first. Take care of your education, your career, whatever, because you're going to need them for the rest of your life. You're going to need money. Make sure you have your job or everything set up, you know, your place set up. Because don't worry about the, I guess, kid yet. It doesn't exist yet, you know? You shouldn't worry about a kid that doesn't exist yet.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of yourself first. Become like a full grown-up, whatever it is, you know, and then...
But of course, like, everything he listed doesn't have to apply to you. Maybe you don't want to go to school. Maybe you don't want to have, like, a 9-to-5 career, which I hate, so I'm not doing it right now.
Not 9 to 5, own your own business or something.
But, like, maybe you want to travel for some time first. And I 100,000% recommend to everyone that you travel.
See different countries.
Yes, see how other people live. See what this entire planet is doing. Like, don't be in your own little box and just exist there and then not know what else is going on in the world and think that your way of life is the absolute correct one. I'm sorry, but facts are facts. Your marriage is not the most beautiful one in the world. I'm not saying ours is either. We're just really happy together. We're comfortable. Yeah, your home that you bought is not the most amazing home in the world. Your kid is not the most amazing kid in the world. It's not. I have seen some amazing kids on the internet. Yours doesn't compare.
Alright, so 10% of the world is very smart. So you do the math. If you have 10 kids, only one of them is gonna... So chances are that...
So only if you have 10 kids, only one of them is gonna come out absolutely
something super
amazing.
Special, whatever. You know, that makes sense, right? We offend a lot of people.
It's possible that a lot of people are going to be really bothered and offended by this, and I'm really sorry that you can't handle the truth.
Or
sorry, not sorry.
Or,
but like, yes, I get it. I'm sorry that you're offended. It's just people don't want to acknowledge and accept the reality of the world because it ruins their picture perfect little
house,
little life.
But yeah, why our truth matters? No, we just think this way. You're right. So we also might be living in our own little bubble right now, right?
Yeah.
Let's also accept
this is our little bubble, and we're so happy with our little bubble.
But
which is why we wanted to address the question: how's your married life going?
Give it an honest answer. Yeah.
Because every time we've heard it a lot from our Turkish relatives, from our American friends
Friends.
and whatnot, and it's every time that it's asked, we're like, are they expecting like a different kind of answer? Like,
Yeah.
what is the answer to this question? Like, we're fine, we're so happy, we love each other, we're best friends, we play together, we play instruments, do drawing, we listen to music together, we read books together, work on projects, as we mentioned already. So like, we're amazing. Like, married life is amazing. I have a best friend that I can be like, hey, listen, I know it's like 1 a.m., but can we get the fuck out of the house and go go to like Applebee's or eat something? We'll have some appetizers after 10 p.m. for half off. I kind of like the spinach dip and the green bean.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So anyway,
Now we'll have breakfast.
putting that aside.
It's 10 to midnight, and we'll have
Yeah,
breakfast.
it's almost midnight, and like I'm just really hungry. I mean, I could just go to
Should we go to diner or something? We'll go tomorrow morning. You
Maybe
want to
I
go to
just
diner
need
tomorrow morning?
water. Maybe I'm just thirsty. I haven't had water in a while, I feel like. Alright.
Goodbye.
Anyway, guys, that was our answer, I guess, to the question, how's married life going, to all our family and friends. It's going amazing. We're, in our opinion, the most perfect couple in the world. So thank you for asking. We love you all. Look into the camera. We love you all. Thank you for your support, concern, because I know with other people it might actually be a real concern. We don't know. But other than that, we're great. So that's what we wanted to address, because we're just so confused by this question often. So we wanted to address it, we wanted to discuss it, and I wanted to do a little vlog type of thing with that. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!